Everybody, welcome back to part two of paying off your student loans quickly. Okay, so this is all just my personal experience and everything that I have done to achieve my goals. Obviously, everybody's story is going to be different, so this may or may not work for you. Okay, but this at least you will have something to go back on. So in my previous video, I talked about the website that I used to calculate my date of payment, um, which was 3 years. So this is the website right here, bankrate.com. I am going to post the link to it so you can just click and you use your own numbers to calculate your monthly payments. So for me, this website is very easy to use. It's very user friendly. So all you do is put in your loan amount here. So I put 70,000 because that's what I wanted to pay off. And then for my loan terms in years, I put 3 years. So that equal to 36 months. And my interest was 6.4. Mind you, I use the highest interest rate out of all my loans. Just this will give me some more wiggle room, which means even if I can't pay whatever the monthly payment that comes up, if I can't pay the whole thing, I'm still making extra payments towards my goal overall. Mind you, my other loan, my lowest interest was actually 4.5, but I put 6.4 because that's my highest just to be safe. You can put whatever interest that you have. You don't have to go up. So according to this calculator, my monthly payment is to $2,142.25. Yes, I did make this payment every month. I actually made some months I was able to pay even $3,000 a month. Some months I was only able to pay 18. Most of my months I was able to pay $1,800 every month. But this was the minimum I needed to pay off my loans in 3 years. So I use this number as a guide to determine how many hours I needed to pick up, how many extra hours I needed to pick up at work in order to pay off my regular bills and to be able to put extra money towards my goals. I had to get creative. I will talk about all the methods that I use to come up with $2,142 every month to make this payment. But right now, I'm just going to focus on how to get your budget set up, how to um, calculate your numbers so everything works out fine and you have a solid plan. So part two is focused on coming up with a plan and creating your personal budget. And just for proof, I want to show you guys the payment history. This was actually from my Parent Plus loan. This is very personal. So I know some people would never share this, but here, I just want to prove to you guys that I really did pay this stuff off. So I graduated from nursing school in September of 2015. I didn't get my first job until my first day of nursing. My first official nurse job was November 30th, 2015. And my first payment ever to my student loans was December 25th. So almost a month after working, I made my first payment ever for $500. So I started making payments in 2015. Like I only made 2 payments in 2015. And as you can see, and then all the way up to um, March 2020 was my last payment ever. This is when I was officially debt free. So technically, I guess you can say I did it in 4 years, but in 4 years, I paid off $85,000, and 70,000 of that was in 3 years. So this is my numbers right here, and this is what I paid off since 2014, 74,000. And then this is just my Parent Plus loan. I will show you my other. This is my student federal loan. So let's view all. So I also see at December 2015, I also made another payment here. So this is how much I've paid I've paid since. So 74,000 plus this $4,489 plus my Perkins loan plus I have I have 3,000 something left on this one. I've already paid it, but they didn't take it out of my account yet, so I still have this left. So it's already paid, but for some reason they still haven't processed it yet. So it's already out of my account. It's still being processed, but I paid it in March, so it's done. So 4,000 plus 3,000, 4,800 plus 3,000 plus 74,000. That's everything plus my 2,000 Perkins loan. It's about $86,000 that I started paying since 2015. So this is it. I'm telling you guys, this is my proof right here. It can be done. So numbers. So right here. So this is the calculator I used. So now I'm going to show you an example of the budget that I created. I actually created this one for a friend who actually wanted to pay off their debt too and asked me for help. So I created this for them. It didn't take took me some time because they had a lot more stuff than I did. So here, when I met your expenses, this is all their expenses. So this person has a mortgage, which is $893 a month. These are all their loans. As you can see, the 1st, the 19th, these are all dates of when these bills are due. So I included all the due dates of all the bills, their total amounts here, and the interest rate for anything that's a loan. Okay, and then when you go down, you see all the basic stuff like car insurance, gas, gym, Hulu, all the basic things, entertainment, whatever you can include in this. None of this stuff was included in mine because I don't have an iTunes account. I don't have a Hulu account. I don't have any. I don't go to a professional gym. I work out at home. So, and I use the school's gyms to save money. Their loans, and more loans here. So this is person's bills. The stuff highlighted in green is the bill that they want to pay off first. The yellow is what I made second. That's what I want them to pay off second after this one is done. As you can see, yes, I included savings. You have to include savings as an expense to yourself. Like, you have to pay yourself. There's no point. Why is everybody else getting their money before you do? So pay yourself. So even if it's just like $50, $100, pay yourself. You deserve it. So I put in this for $300 a month for them, so they have extra money for emergencies. So once you have all your debts and bills written down, write down all their monthly payments. These are all the minimum required payments that they have to pay every month, right here. Okay, and then I totaled everything for them. So their total debt is $4,306.22 a month. Okay, and down here I wrote down. You write down your monthly income. So this person is making $4,440 plus an additional $400 they get from their rental property that they own. So their income is $4,800. So right now, this will give them a monthly cash flow of about $493, I think. Somebody do the math. So you subtract your expenses from your income. So if you subtract 4,800 from 4,306, this person has $493 left. This is the money that you can use to do whatever you want to do. You can use this to invest. You can for vacation. You can add it to your extra payments to pay debt quicker. So the next step, so the next step 2. So we made the budget. That's step 1. Step 2 was to decide a payoff date. So this person wanted to pay off their Bank of America card in 1 year. Okay. So in 1 year, they want to pay this off. They have $5,223 left. So went online, used another calculator to see how much they would have to pay every month in order to pay this off and to pay this amount off in 11 months. So we go here. Let me see. So we go to the credit card balance. So he has 5,233 5223. And interest is 20.99. Um, they want to pay it off in 11 months. So I hit calculate. So they will have to make a monthly payment of $526 every month in order to 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 have this goal accomplished. So once, and I asked them if this is okay. If it's okay, I include it in their budget. So they need $526 every month. So this is their monthly, this is what they normally pay every month, right? $148. This is just what they need in order to, not piss off the bank. So now that the goal is 11 months, so, and we know how much you have to pay. So we're going to just focus on this one loan alone. Everything else we're going to just keep paying at minimum every month. The only thing we're going to pay extra on right now is the Bank of America. So I make budgets for people based on their bi-weekly or weekly paycheck schedule. So this person's next paycheck is May 8th, which passed already. So their paycheck, usually they get about $220 per paycheck after taxes, right? So this is their post-tax paycheck, $220. So it's about $440 a month. So they got $2,220 for this paycheck, which is May 8th. So what they do is, now what I did for them is I corresponded. This is why it's important to write down your due dates. So I went back to all his bills and wrote down all the bills that were either due before May 8th or on by May 8th. So this time, this Comcast, so for his May 8th bill, he's going to pay Comcast, all his PNC loans, the federal Stafford loan, and he's going to put $548 towards his Bank of America credit card in order to pay it off. Remember, the calculator says 526, but we're already putting in a lot, so we could probably be done in even like 10 months. So let's see. So we're paying 548 now. So if we calculate it, it's still 11 months. So it didn't even make a difference. 548, 526. He could change it to 526 if he wants to save the extra money or something. But 548 right now is what he's putting. We're going to be paying every month towards Bank of America for the next 11 months. So in 11 months, every month, he's still going to be paying everything else normally, okay? My method usually is you want to go with the lowest amount first. You want to pay off the lowest loan first, because doing that, this is more of a mental thing. When you see progress, you're more likely to continue. So let's say it's easier. Like if right now his lowest loan is $1,650. For me personally, this what I did. I usually started off with my lowest amount. So for me, I paid off my Perkins loan first because it was only $2,000. If he was using the same method I used, he would have paid this off first. But it was more important for him to not have that credit card. So I focused on making sure that credit card was the first one. And then this would be next. So Bank of America, normally $148. So now we're going to be paying $548 instead of $148. So this whole time he was just spending the extra $400 on nothing, on just living and not paying this off. So now that he knows, he's making $548 payments. And then everything else you just pay as normally. So the good thing, what makes this really good, is that once he's done paying off this Bank of America card, now he has extra $548 coming in his pocket. He can either put this money in his savings account, or he can put it on to the next bill, which right now his next one was the student loan. The student loan was our next goal. So once we're done with this one, we're moving on to the federal loan for $1,650. So right now he's only making a $34 payment. So, and he's been making that payment for 11 months already. So by the time 11 months, the amount is going to be already a little bit lower. It won't be $1,650 anymore. It's be a lot lower than that. So what we do, this is the method I use, is now we snowball the money that we were using for Bank of America and add it to the payment of this federal loan. So he was paying 548 for Bank of America for the last 11 months, correct, right? So now that he's ready, he's done paying off, now he's going to use that money to make an additional payment towards the student loan. And that will take him about maybe 3 months to finish it off. So we're going to do $34.38. So he's right now paying $34.38. Now we're going to add the $548 that we were putting towards Bank of America now towards this, because Bank of America is gone now. So now he's going to be making $582 payments towards this loan. So let's say, all right, so this loan's 1650. So we go back to this 1650. The interest is pretty 6.44. It's fixed. Okay. 6.44. We can probably pay this off in like 2 months if we wanted. Well, I guess not. So, yeah, so he can pay this loan off in 3 months. That's assuming like we started off with 1650, but remember he's been paying $34 for the last 11 months. So the amount is going to be a lot lower than 1650. So he could pay this loan off in probably in 2 months after he's done paying Bank of America. So now, once he's done with this federal loan, which took him maybe 3 months max, now we have an extra $548. What was the amount that I calculated? $582 to use for our next debt. So this, you just keep doing this over and over again until you're done. This is literally all I did. Just paid off one debt, use that money, paid off the next one, keep going, rolling over, keep the snowball effect, really. So for him, so the next bill for him will be the $3,000 here, which is the fifth PNC loan for $3,000. We'll pay that one off. We'll do 582 plus an additional 373. Pay that off. So now it's gonna be plus 373. So now we have $955 to put towards this loan right here versus 373. So and then you just put it in the calculator, and then you calculate and see how many months it's going to take you, and you just keep doing this over and over and over again. And it's been like a year since we started with the Bank of America. In a year, he's already paid off this and this, and then he's starting paying off this one. This is all you have to do. It's just coming up with a plan that's very difficult for a lot of people. And in addition to doing all of this, he's still also saving money. I made sure to include $300 in his budget, so he has money in his account. So even if something were to happen, he's putting $300 away every single month. Every month he's putting $300 away. He's paying himself $300. So it took us 11 months to pay off Bank of America. 300 times 11. In 11 months, he's already, almost a year, he's already saved, let's see, in a year, he's saved up $3,600 already. He can decide to use this $3,600 to pay off, just make a huge payment towards the other loan, this one right here, and be done. So it's not that difficult if you have the money, obviously, but you just have to do and the thing is, this person has had the money this whole time, but he never sat down to actually look at the numbers. So this whole time he's living paycheck to paycheck because he's not focused on what needs to be done in order for him to get out of debt. Like, once you put the numbers together, it's doable. There are broke doctors, there are broke nurses, there are rich janitors, there are rich people all over the place, and it's not always about how much you're making. It's like what you're doing with your money. You know, doctors they make 300 grand a year. There's somebody who make 20 grand a year, and they can't, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. So you can be a doctor and still be broke, and you can be a janitor and be financially free. So it's not really how much money you make, it's what you do with it that really matters, and how smart you are financially. So this is pretty much the basics. This debt snowball to paying off debt quickly. So right here. So you just correspond your bills to your paycheck. And for this one that I did for my friend, he had we actually you can call your bill companies if the dates don't match up. Like if you really wanted to get into it, you can call them and be like, hey, is there a way to change my payment date to a different day? So maybe you get paid like the third of every month or something, and but you have bills are like on the 30th, and you want everything to like kind of synchronize. You can call the bill people and ask them to change your date for you. You don't have to pay on the date that they gave you. You can call them. Like the worst they're going to say is no. So this is pretty much the gist of budgeting. If you want to make a budget, if you've been don't know how to make one and you need help with it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. I mean, this does take some time, so you can consult with me, and I'll be more than happy to make one. This I made for a friend for free, obviously, but this is it. This is the gist of it. This is how I was able to pay off my debt this quickly. I just figured out what I needed, and I got creative in how to get that money. So in the next video, I'm gonna talk about how to make extra money so you can make those payments. Okay. So that's pretty much it. This right here, you can use these calculators. This is for credit cards. This one is for loans, and there's one for mortgages you can use too. So that's all. I mean, there's nothing difficult about this. So I'll see you guys in the next video.